Hello everyone, welcome back to this week's video. This week we've seen lots of this. Yes, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Every day, storms and everything. We'll show you some of the awesome footage we've got of that. But I mean, it's pretty crazy. Look at that down there. But also we've been doing some light fittings. We've been changing Max's wood, which looks really nice. Here's a sneak preview for you. Some of the green and white, which looks really nice, so we'll show you more of that and the process we went through to do it, and some other things we've been getting up to this week as well. So make sure to subscribe to follow us on our journey here in central Portugal. But now let's get into the video. So we've got these pieces of wood here and a bit of a climbing frame that Max has been using that were left over from the previous owner, but they're a bit worse for wear. They've got nails sticking through the top. They look a bit shoddy and they're not very secure. So we're going to take these off, take the brackets off. I'm going to spray paint the brackets a nice white colour so it fits with the wall. We're going to clean up some of the wood, maybe sand it down a bit, just to make it a bit more safe and a bit more nicer for Max, really. So yeah, let's get started. Now, I should just say and caveat that we are complete beginners, basically, at DIY stuff. So, you'll see me drilling, you'll see, us sanding and painting and using tools, but we've never, been trained, we've never really learned how to use them. This is our first time. This is us learning. You're watching us learning here. So, we're going to make mistakes. We're not going to be using the tools completely right, but you have to make these mistakes and you have to do things wrong to be able to learn and improve, right? So, we're just giving these things a crack, and to a lot of you it might seem like, all you're doing is sanding and painting, but for us that's quite a big thing. We've never really done it before, especially on our own stuff. We might have helped other people out before and things like that, but these are the first kind of projects that we're really getting into for the house, so for us it's really nice, and I'm sure as time goes on we'll learn more and more things, more and more skills to improve the place even more. It was really good fun though, and we love getting stuck into things like these, and we're going to do a lot more of these types of projects in the future as well. So the next job was sanding, and I've sped this up because you can really see the transformation in the quality of the wood. You can see it's dark, black and dirty, but as Maya goes over it again and again, it cleans up really, really nicely, and it's really, really a satisfying process. You can't see it so much when it's sort of slow and normal speed, but when you speed it up, you can really tell the difference. So it's really nice. It's really nice to get stuck into this. We had the really coarse sandpaper on the machine, and yeah, we did this for all of the planks of wood for Max, because they were all a bit dirty. I mean, they've probably been there for 4 or 5 years, and obviously they're outside, they can be exposed to the elements. But again, on this piece, you can again see how dark and black it was. Just a layer of grime and ground in dirt on the top of it, and just to take even just that top layer off really makes a massive difference to what they look like. And these are the finished pieces of wood. So as you can see, they almost look like they're brand new from the store or something. So really great job there from Maya sanding these up. And now it's time to get painting these as well. So we've gone for this green colour. It's called cactus something. But we really like green, and Maya really wanted to have green as well. We opened the paint and thought, hang on a minute, we didn't get blue. Why is it blue? We were a bit confused until we realised that you do have to actually mix it first. So we got to mixing and still nothing, but then eventually the green started coming through. So thank God. We thought we'd got a bad jug of paint there or something. But we want to use this colour. We want to see what it looks like on the wood as well. Because what we want to do is do this same thing but with the cupboards in the kitchen. So all of the kitchen cupboards and cabinets, we want this colour. And we've bought some black handles to go with them as well, just to change it up from what it is now. So this was our first time getting this paint on, just to see what it looks like. And yeah, we really liked it, especially when we started doing it. I mean, the difference between the dark dirty wood and then this nice bright green colour is night and day. So really happy with it, and it looks great, and we'll show you what it looks like in just a few moments. This bridge section is much more difficult to paint, just because obviously you've got all the crevices and the bits in between the bits of wood. So this was a lot more difficult, but so we had to actually get the proper paintbrush out. But as Maya being an artist, she's an expert with one of these. So yeah, we went through these and got into all the nooks and crannies of this bridge. It took a long time, but we got there in the end, and it's worth it for the end result, definitely, which you'll see very shortly. So Maya has done a great job sanding and painting all of these pieces of wood in this really nice green colour, and she's painted all of the brackets in this nice white as well, so they go together really nicely. So now we've just got to play the puzzle game of how to get them all back on the wall. So we've got a few pictures and we'll use that as a reference, but it's not like a super important thing that has to get right, so we'll just get it on the wall and in around about the same arrangement as it was before. Yeah, so it was a little bit tricky. Obviously all we had was holes in the wall. We did have photos, but it's really difficult to see, and we've got all these different sizes of brackets and bits of metal and all different types of screws that the previous owner used, so maybe we should have kept a little bit of a better track when we were taking it off, but it doesn't really matter, does it? We just line up the holes of the brackets and get them in. No one's going to be judging us on this. As long as they go back on, it's fine. And in the end, it was fine. We managed to use the pictures and use the reference, and we made sure Max tested everything before we finished. And he looked quite happy with that. So yeah, we just got these back on, and as you can see, the final product is amazing. And so here is the final product. They look really nice and clean. Got the nice white brackets and then the painted green wood. They look a lot better than before. Just looks nice and clean for Max, because they were the same when we moved in. And, we wanted to just change it up a little bit for him. And we wanted to make it a bit cleaner for him. And I think it works really well. He's got his toys as well hanging from some of the places which he loves playing with. Especially the purple one. He loves the purple one. So yeah, Maya's done a great job and looks really nice and clean. So we're kind of new to this kind of work, sanding the wood, painting the wood. I know it's only a small job really, and a lot of you be like, oh, that's easy. But for us, it's the first time we're doing this kind of stuff. So we're really proud of it. And yeah, the next job for the wood will be the kitchen and all the cupboards in the kitchen. We're going to do them the same colour. So that will be in probably a couple of weeks' time, you'll see that. Maya's got the mouse. It's like a carrot on a stick. Do it on this one, at the top.
Alright. Okay.
Yay! That's it. Good boy, Max.
He got it the one.
Yeah, that's his now. You reverse it, Max.
Look very cute.
He's got his catch. Oh, nearly dropped it. Oh, he fell off the end. Oh well. Hope you like it, Max. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, there has been biblical amounts of rain over the last 2 weeks. It basically hasn't stopped. We've had Storm Claudia, other storms, thunderstorms. It's been crazy, floodings and things happening in Portugal. Luckily we're on the side of a mountain here, so we don't get floodings as, per se. But we do have a river just down at the end, well, in the valley on the left as you see it here. And that has risen by at least a metre or two. All of the side parts of the river that you can normally see are now completely covered, and as of this video it's actually even higher than that rock now as well, because I filmed this a few days ago. So it's really risen and it's quite scary and really flowing quite ferociously. And I took this incredible video of the thunderstorm in the night time. I slowed down the strike for you, so take a look at this because it is absolutely awesome. This was at 4 AM one night. It's so cool. I love these storms, but I'm kind of ready for them to finish now, to be honest, because, yeah, I'm ready for more sunshine, please. The next day, we headed into our local town, and we found this amazing little cafe restaurant. Maya ordered a pumpkin spice latte, and I got a cinnamon spice, I think it was. I can't quite remember the exact name. But let me tell you, they were probably the best coffees we've ever had in our life. Absolutely incredible. We also got some juice, but apparently the syrup is all homemade in the coffees. And honestly, it's absolutely incredible. This is us trying. I think Maya got a mango, carrot and orange juice, if I remember. I just got the orange juice. But the coffees, honestly, I cannot tell you how good these coffees were. This is our new spot, I think, in town, and we can't wait to go back, if I'm honest. But what they also do, they sell local artisanal products. They've got honey from the local area. They've got gins, spirits, loads of teas that you can see here. And they're all local, so they're from the same town as, well, the honey is anyway. But they've got, obviously, honey liqueur, chestnut liqueur as well, and liqueurs from strawberries and blueberries and different gins as well that are all local to the area. So it's really, really nice, and obviously the local spirit as well. And they also do little gift packages as well, with little candles and teas and shells. So really, really nice, and we'll definitely be back here because the food was incredible. And if you have a look at the food, wow, the bacon was unbelievable, the eggs, the bread, everything. It was so fresh. You could tell how fresh it was. The flavours were amazing, and honestly, if you come into Castanha del Pera, you've got to come here. I think it's called Fusão. So make sure to check it out. We loved it, and we will be back. Don't you worry about that. So the next job was this. This is our old kitchen light fitting. As you can see, it's one of those incandescent fluorescent bulbs or whatever they're called. And it's really, really ugly, horrible, old. It didn't even have any bulbs in it anyway. So we wanted to replace it with something more modern, a bit nicer, and yeah, it was really a bane of our house, to be honest, this thing, because it's just so ugly sat on the kitchen end. It didn't work, obviously, so we had no light in the kitchen. We were using a little lamp every day, and that's all we had. So we really wanted to get it changed out. So one day I decided to stop waiting for an electrician and just get to it myself. I got some notes from my nephew. He told me about the wires and what to do, so we made sure to turn the electric off. And yeah, so I thought I'd have a go myself. So just removing it from the wall, this was a great moment. But you can see it's all dirty and there's big holes where the brackets were before, but that's something we'll deal with later. But yeah, just so happy to get that off the roof because it's just so ugly and horrible. But now we've got this big gap and it's time to look at the new one. I did record a voice here, but you can't hear me very well, so I'll just do a voiceover for you. But this is the new bracket, this is the new lights we're going to have up. They're going to go something like this. But actually, it made sense with the layout of the kitchen to have the light horizontally, sort of 90 degrees from where I've got it there. So you'll see as we get it on, it's actually facing the other way. So we do have all these holes in the ceiling, which we'll deal with at a later date, because obviously this is a lot smaller. But that's fine, as long as we've got light for now, that's the main thing. Alright, so I'm just going to drill the holes. I've looked in the loft, the wires go up and that way, so we should be fine, not going to hit anything. But yeah, let's go. Oh, I've also isolated the kitchen, if anyone wondering, and the light system, so we're not live. But because I've got a plug-in drill, we've had to turn some of the electric on, so we'll be fine. The wiring was super fiddly, especially in this sort of elevated position, but we got it done in the end. Okay, I've just switched the power back on. We've got one bulb in.
Yeah.
Maya's just put it in. So let's see if this works. 3, 2,
Oh my god.
1.
Oh god, yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Finally light in the kitchen. Look at that, it's a mess, but
I'm
wow.
very, very happy.
That is amazing. We cannot believe it. I am an electrician, clearly. Right, let's get the other bulbs in then and see what it looks like when it's fully illuminated.
Yeah.
So all the bulbs are in now. We're going to adjust them. Let's see if they all work.
Oh my.
That's amazing. Look at that. So you point them where you want them to go.
This is a nice here. Maybe this for
Yeah.
the fridge.
And the other one facing this way. Or...
Yeah. It's así. Así. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. That is incredible. I know it sounds like a silly thing, but that's the first time we've ever put a light up. And we were waiting for an electrician, but it makes sense to do it ourselves, and they look great.
Yeah.
Look really nice. Now we can do all the other ones. Not now though. Whilst I was in the mood, we thought we'd do the balcony light as well. This one's a bit more strange just because of the way it is, as you can see, it's kind of hanging on its own.
Yeah.
So we had to sort of drill it into the wood. So that's what I'm doing here, drilling into the wood to get the bracket on. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but it just looks so ugly, that old light. So we wanted to make sure we changed it to a nice modern one that also sort of fits with the atmosphere of the balcony and the solar lights we've got as well. So second light of the day. This one's a bit more difficult because we've left the wire out here. We should have put it up, but there's nowhere to really put it. So we've left it as is for now, but we found out what all the wires were, and yay, we have a nice balcony light as well as the solar lights. They go quite nicely with the solar lights. That's great. Super happy. Need to clean up now. that night we went to the supermarket and look what we came across. This little fox. He was obviously very hungry or something because he was very close to us and, you know, obviously looking for food, I suppose. He even went so far as to go right up to the supermarket door, as you can see here in Intermarché. So anyone coming out of the supermarket would have got a bit of a shock as there's a fox standing outside. But yeah, obviously he was hungry, but it was super cute. He did come up to me at the end, obviously looking for food, but yeah, it's just amazing to see these animals. I know you get these in London and England as well, but it was just a cool little experience. And hopefully he found some food in the end. But that's going to do it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video and make sure to subscribe to follow us on our journey here in central Portugal. Make sure to drop a comment and say hello as well. And we'll see you in next week's video. Thanks again for watching and see you next week.